Hello everyone, this will be a quick tutorial on how to add a camp channel or a group chat for friends inside of Meshtastic, specifically in the context of Meshtastic for Burning Man, special firmware available at burn.meshtastic.org. Cool, and this is on iOS. So after you have your node connected to your phone, you'll see that by default, you get one channel. You won't have the second channel, you'll have the first one. And the first one is essentially a group chat with everybody on the mesh, with every single person. So if you send a message here, it will go to everyone. So this would be a good place to say, hey, drinks at the, large cat on 6 and E, and you can also modify your alerts and your notifications for those channels just by holding down on them. But let's say you wanted this second channel just for members of your camp, cat camp. Well, how would you do that? And how would you sort of invite your friends or campmates to that channel? So the first thing we're going to do is just make sure our node is connected under Bluetooth, and then we're going to go to settings. Once we're in settings, we're going to click channels. And then in channels, we're going to hit add channel. And we can name the channel whatever we want. In this case, we named it Cat Camp before. And the sort of key, it will automatically generate an encryption key for you. Make sure the channel mode is set, or channel role is set to secondary. And you can leave all of this by default, and then you'll be presented with the option to save. I've already done this. And as you can see, we have Cat Camp as channel number 1. We have channel number 0, which is Burntastic, and channel number 1, which is Cat Camp. Now that you have that, and after you do that, it's always good to just disconnect and reconnect your node from your phone, and Cat Camp should show up right there. But now no one else is in your Cat Camp chat. It's just you. How are you going to get them in? So you can go back to settings, and you can click Share QR Code, and you can select Cat Camp or both Burntastic and Cat Camp. I would recommend if you only have these two channels to just share both of them, because they're already going to have the first one, and depending on if it's Android or on iPhone, it might be a bit confusing, and if you just share Cat Camp with them, it might remove that first channel for them. So you can click Share QR Code and link, and or you can just have them you can have them scan this QR code. And on Android or on iOS, after they scan this QR code, their Meshtastic app will pop up. And when it pops up, it will allow them, to present them with an option, depending if it's iOS or Android, to add the Cat Camp chat. And once they add it, again, disconnect and reconnect your node to speed up the process of your phone, sort of pulling down that new information. And then you'll be able to go into your channel and you'll be able to say, hello, cat lovers. And from there, anybody else who scans that QR code will be in your group chat, and that group chat will be encrypted and separate from the rest of the mesh. Now, although it is encrypted and separate, you'll still be able to utilize the mesh in order to move your messages around. So let's say somebody who's not in Cat Camp chat is between you and your buddy who is in your Cat Camp. They will still relay the message to your buddy on your behalf, even though they don't have the encryption key. They won't be able to see the message, but they will act as sort of a relay for you, and that's the beauty of a mesh deployment like this, is everyone's node helps out everybody else. And also you have the functionality of direct messaging when you come into proximity with somebody who's also running the same firmware. They'll show up here, and then you can send them a direct message. You don't need to do any key exchanging or anything for that. As long as they show up here and you hit direct message and you're all in the same Burning Man firmware, you'll be able to direct message them. Cool. And we're excited to see you out there. We have 2 meetups for Meshtastic and Ham Radio happening at Costume Cult on Tuesday and Friday at 7 o'clock in Esplanade at 5 p.m. 5 p.m. Tuesday and Friday at 7 and Esplanade. We look forward to seeing you there.